Choujin X chapter 46, and for once we get the official translation shortly after the Raw release. And what we got with this chapter was a wind-down comedic relief type of event, which takes place mainly during a service stop en route to Higo. Now, in case any readers have forgotten, Tokyo is currently on a mission to Daizo Island, in which he hopes to discover the poppy field connected to Zora's opium supply. And on this mission with Tokyo, we have Ellie, selected due to her flight ability, the recently revived Nude for his directions, and Palma, who has essentially become Nude's permanent doctor. Now, although there was a touch of drama with Nude making a respectable attempt at an escape, this chapter was a nice change of pace while at the same time maintaining committed narratively. You know, this wasn't a main event, however, there was still enough to draw from in terms of relationship developments and big picture questioning for the future. Beginning with Nude's escape. Now, the more I see Nude, the more I like him because his ability and his personality, they go hand in hand. Literally, it's like a deck of cards, but he's such a sleazeball. Like, he reminds me of a mixture between Hiroto Mori and Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems. And although I would consider him a low-tier villain who would, by the way, fit perfectly in an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, his utilization of his abilities mixed with his weasel mentality makes him enough of a threat where you can't sleep around him. Now, in this chapter alone, he nearly pulled off kidnapping Palma, setting traps for two flourishing Yamato Mori keepers, first rigging Palma in Ellie's card game, which immobilizes Ellie, and then catching Tokyo off guard during a bathroom break. This gives Nude the opportunity to shrink Tokyo and then send him down the drain. Now, of course, through teamwork, Nude was eventually stopped, and to my surprise, Ellie had the package Choujin ability within her arsenal, which at this point, that has to be like some year one Choujin X type of, ability. Which makes me wonder, how does Ellie have access to that? I mean, that's some stuff we saw in chapter 17, which, by the way, is also before we even saw Azuma have Choujin abilities. But thankfully, Batista for now is wrapped up in trying to fulfill this prophecy, and he's still a bit avoidant of Ellie from what I would assume, because if he found a way to take advantage of Ellie, it would be curtains. I really believe that. Like, I think if I was him, I'd probably focus more so on Ellie than Azuma at this point. Because let's say the Zora plan flops, I'm sure Batista could find a way to become the new version of the Nude Chimera through Ellie. And shout out to both Hydroids and the newest member of the family, Lamar Williams, because I've been saying that wrong for at least the last 2 years, right? Now, as far as relationship development goes, we have a bit of a triangle forming between Tokyo, Ellie, and Palma. Now, beginning with Ellie, we know that she wants to grow to trust Palma, mainly because she believes in Tokyo's judgment of character, and of course, as she stated, Tokyo trusts Palma. This also gives us a bit of insight on why she was able to continue to work with Azuma even after his initial rage into becoming a Choujin. Now, by the end of the chapter, we also see what could either be embarrassment, jealousy, or both when Tokyo acknowledges Palma in the capture of Nude. And to put things into frame, this mission would be the first time Ellie and Tokyo get to spend an extended period of time together since his return from Iwata. This isn't a pop-up fight or a quick interrupted conversation at Yamato Mori. This would be real quality time spent together. However, it seems as if Palma may be in the way of that, which now brings me to both Tokyo and Palma. Now, dialogue throughout Nude's escape point towards Palma's lack of understanding of her new abilities, which, not naturally being a beast Choujin, she will without a doubt need training or a mentor, and we all know that without a doubt, that just screams Tokyo. And this simple connection brings forth a layered conflict. For one, of course, we have Ellie feeling as if she may be replaced by Palma, but this affects Azuma as well, making him jealous once again, not just of the Ellie and Tokyo situation, but Tokyo once again being advanced within Yamato Mori and granted Palma as his very own protege. And to take things a step further, this would also increase the stakes of Tokyo, as he would now become personally responsible for someone who, by the way, is also a candidate for Zora's prophecy. Now, with his potential protege Palma and best friend Azuma being hunted by Batista, things are definitely going to get hectic for Tokio, and we all know he carries that fear of losing his friends. But chapter 46, man, look, this was some light work considering what we got so far, but still a lot to pull from. So, man, I'll see y'all for chapter 47, maybe even a 46.2. We never know. But until then, peace.